look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Embiid. And it's Barlow in at the power forward position. And for the Hornets, Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Knipple out there with Miles Bridges. We're again, this is a fun time of year, mid-season basketball. From award races to juggling playoff pictures, it's terrific.
Yeah, you really get to see things taking shape. I like watching teams rise up and make the unexpected run. Makes the league so much more interesting.
Edgecombe, no good. Here's Knipple, defended by George. Miller, that's for two. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
And that begins what should be a terrific battle between these teams.
Now here's Embiid. Shoots from the block. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Well, Craig, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And you talk about physical dominance combined with skill. Tim, at his peak, where does Joel Embiid rank?
Well, Kevin, I'm not sure we've ever seen a 7-footer with this combination of power and three-point shooting touch. Injuries really are the only thing that have slowed him down.
And Embiid drops them both. And one thing when a team underperforms like Philly did last season, Tim, they often bounce back.
Well, it always comes down to health, Kevin. If they have that, it feels like the East is wide open. They are going to have a chance to make some noise.
Now Embiid following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. Off target from outside. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Charles Lee. I asked, what do you do about Tyrese Maxey, a guy who can spark plays out of thin air? Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, I'm trying to keep someone in front of him all night. I don't want Maxey seeing the shots he wants or the passing lanes he's looking for. It's a tough assignment, but Coach says he's got the right guys for the job. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Here's Barlow. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Outside, Maxey, and he's good on the three ball.
Yeah, it's big for Tyrese Maxey's confidence when he's connecting from that deep because he is a volume shooter from the three-point line.
Now, here's Ball. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
Here's Barlow. Nobody near George. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Ball feeling it out a bit. George with the defensive effort.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make. That's 20% now from the field. What a cold start.
Left side, Miller. Ball sets a screen for Knipple. Good. And Miller gets the assist.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that
play. Here's Edgecombe. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Now, here is Miller, coming off a stellar performance against Washington. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
George dishes to Embiid.
And let's check out the stats for Paul George. He's been a factor for them over the last month, putting up about 14 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, with some guys, we always talk about potential. What I like about him, he comes to work every night and actually produces.
First free throw is good. And the Hornets' playoff drought continuing. Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on, and last season, their worst record in over a decade. They're hoping these new additions can help.
And the Hornets making a change here. Diabate's checked in. And Embiid drops them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Ball against Maxey. Pass to Miller. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Here's Edgecombe. Back to Embiid. Kicks it out to Maxey. Sinks the triple. Maxey's got 9.
Well, Maxey likes when the pace picks up, and you saw it right there. No hesitation on that catch and shoot.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
That's right, fans. Here are your
And the 76ers making a change here. Grimes is checked in. Hornets trail by 5. Outside, ball. Now Miller. Knipple wide open, and he fires. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Miller's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Edgecombe. Philadelphia moving the ball around. On the clock. Kicks it out to Maxey. Puts up a 3. Diabate grabs the board. Charlotte has gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Jacks up a 3. Knipple with the bucket. He's got 9.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 9. Here's Diabate. Miller outside. Takes the 3. Rebound by the 76ers.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
And Grimes has it in the corner. Pass to Maxey. Fires the 3. Another miss by Maxey. Charlotte has gone 4-6 from long range here early on. Here's Ball. The rebound by Paul George. 76ers trailing. Here's Edgecombe. That ball's nice feed that time from George. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here is Miller. Back to Ball. Charlotte again missing.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Here's Knipple. Paul George making his last shot. Ball finds Bridges. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got the game tied up here for the Hornets.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Outside, George. From past the arc. He can't get it to go. The Hornets have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Back to Miller. Pass to Bridges. Now Ball. There's Miller with the 3. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Grimes passes to Maxey. Embiid kicks to Maxey. Hornets with the rebound. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
It was a loss last time they faced up against each other. A very tightly contested game that they felt they could have won.
Really tough to win in this league when your starters get into foul trouble like that. I thought it was the difference.
Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Miller. And then for Philadelphia, Bonus checked in, and Trendon Watford subbed in for George.
One shot.
And that one falls for Bridges.
Yeah, and the confidence Bridges plays with, really admirable. This guy knows he has the talent to compete in the NBA.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Hornets making a change here. Williams is checked in, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Edwards is checked in. Outside, Maxey. Back to Oubre. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
And Quentin Grimes gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Charlotte making a switch here. Zalon's checked in. Jared McCain's checked in for Philadelphia. Here are the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Sexton, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
A dangerous score from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
Grimes finds McCain. Pass to Edwards. A 3. Hits it from three-point range.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now, here's Sexton. 9 points last game out. Ball no good.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Back to you, Kevin.
A great passer. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
Making it work in close. Ball getting an agile finish.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:57 left here in the opening quarter. Sexton against McCain. Clock at 6. Here's Grimes. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Salon. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And the Hornets lead by 4.
And when it comes to moving the ball, LaMelo is unreal. Can make any pass in the book.
Here's Bona. Still without a basket. Grimes with it for the 3. Guneville with the rebound. Sexton against Edwards. Sexton's shot is good.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
It's McCain on the wing. They set the pick. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Oubre outside. McCain against Sexton. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
The shot's good. Ball's got 10.
Ball shooting for might not be textbook, but all that matters is that it's effective.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now Grimes. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Hornets lead by 6. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Charlotte.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And what a great job they have done sharing the ball. This is what team basketball looks like, and I love to see it.
You got Josh Green. James is out there with Colin Sexton. Then there's Miles Bridges. And it's Diabate in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Here's James after the made shot from Kelly Oubre. Here's Bridges. The putback. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Grimes. James covering. Bounce pass from McCain. Oubre, a screen on Green. For 3, Edwards. Hornets with the rebound. Diabate's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And some young promise in the backcourt for Philadelphia.
Maxey already an all-star. Jared McCain looks to continue his promising start. And Quinn Grimes a revelation last season. And let's not forget, number 3 pick DJ Edgecombe. They are loaded at guard.
Here's Grimes following the score by Charlotte over James. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got 7 rebounds in the game. Inside, Bridges with it. Now defended by Oubre from deep. Green. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to McCain. Embiid with the screen on Sexton. McCain's shot is off. Charlotte leading by 6. Now, here's Sexton. Here's Diabate. 11-point game his last outing. Bridges inside. guarded by Embiid. Bridges shot. Good.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Embiid sets the pick for McCain. Pass to Embiid from outside the arc. From way outside, Joel Embiid.
Wow, that is just a beautiful shot. Embiid with great touch from distance.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Brandon Miller, he's checked in for Charlotte. And the 76ers also making a change. Jabari Walker's checked in for Edwards. Here's Diabate. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Sexton the pass to Bridges. 6 to shoot. And Bridges jams it in.
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdown.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. The 76ers trail by 7. Outside, Walker. Pass to Embiid. McCain gets a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And here's Miller. Lets the 3 fly. Good on the three-point shot. And now a 10-point Charlotte lead.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
Pass to Walker. Here's Embiid. For the 3. McCain's shot is off.
Well, he was hoping to respond with a 3 of his own. He just couldn't get it to go.
Sexton's shot is good.
And it's great to see Sexton slashing inside with that quickness and athleticism. Well, he is tough to contain.
McCain with the ball. Defended by Sexton. Pass to Grimes. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Here's Diabate. Now here is Miller. And Sexton has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
You have to honor Sexton's jump shot. He has a strong grasp for when to let it fly.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Back to McCain. Oubre sets the screen for McCain. Oubre outside. A fresh 14 for Philadelphia. Walker the pass to Oubre. Here's Grimes. Good on the triple. Grimes has got 6. Hey, Tim, what are some of the keys to sticking around for role players fighting to remain at the NBA level?
Well, if you are a role player in this league, you need to understand you need to work at everything, but be exceptional at something. And I think that's the key. Growing up, all of these guys were stars. Now you've got to fit in and understand on a given night what your role is.
And your thing, your sensational aspect was your three-point shooting.
You've got to do it better than anybody else, Kevin. It's got to be at an elite level because there are guys out there waiting to take your job.
And you were elite. And some changes here for the Hornets. Knipple comes in for Green, and Ball subbed in for Sexton. Then for the 76ers, George comes in for Walker. And Maxey subbed in for Jared McCain. At the top of the key, Oubre. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Maxey kicks to Embiid. 6 to shoot. Embiid absorbs the contact on the finish.
And sometimes Joel Embiid is just that good. He can be unstoppable.
Pass to Knippel. No good from outside. The 76ers trail by 12. Oubre outside. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Yeah, Maxey putting all of this on full display. When he's hot like this, he's going to keep getting the ball.
Outside ball. And shot on the way. And there's another one for the Hornets.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Embiid dishes to George. Ball against Maxey. It's good. Look at that basket. He's now 5 for 9.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Miller outside. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the 2nd overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
Oubre finds Embiid. Embiid is a monster in the lane. Wow!
That's about as easy as it gets for Embiid in that range.
Ball, the pass to Miller. Pass to Diabate. Ball against Maxey. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And now let's have a look at the teams that have had the quickest hands in the NBA during the past month. The 76ers in second.
What a month they've had defensively. They've really gotten after it on that end of the floor.
Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Miles Bridges. Then for the 76ers, Bonus checked in, and it's Edgecombe in for Quentin Grimes. Pass to Edgecombe. And here's George for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. George has got 5.
Well, if you create shots for him, Paul George is going to knock them down all night long.
Now Knippel, defended by George. Miller surveying the floor. Shoots over Oubre. Hornets keep it alive. Ball no good.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
Oubre, good.
Crafty at cashing it in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Outside ball. To end the cold streak, and Ball slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So both teams changing it up here. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You take a look at the 76ers. Right now, they've compiled the 6th best record in the conference. And, of course, Charlotte, 7 games back. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 17-7 run. Edgecombe with it. 14 points from him the last game against New York. And here's Maxey outside. That one doesn't go, but he's still shooting 50%, 5 of 10. Pass the ball. Bridges for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside, George. Back to Maxey. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. And it's off from three-point range. The 76ers trail by 7. George passes to Maxey. Back to George. A 3 connects from three-point range. George has got 6 in the quarter.
Really in sync offensively right now. He is turning it up a notch.
Ball against Maxey. Basket counts. And the Hornets lead by 6. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Oubre outside. Back to Maxey. Oh, good on the triple.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Pass to Knippel. And the 3 off target.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Barlow passes to Maxey. Lays it up off the glass. Maxey's got 16.
Well, that's a nice finish that time by Maxey inside, making full use of his exceptional agility and athleticism.
Now, here is Miller. 11 points in the game. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Maxey kicks to Oubre. Launches a 3. The shot by George, no good. Bridges inside. He's covered by Maxey. And it's good from Bridges on the assist by Miller.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
And the first half is now in the books. When it's ahead, they're up by 6. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Fans, please join your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot. One more time, a round of applause for our contestants.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and the scoreboard showing a deficit for the Philadelphia 76ers.
I'd like to see him take it aside, man. Too many threes, too many wild threes. Got to tighten it up.
Yeah, lots of volume from out there, but poor efficiency. That's been their Achilles heel. And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, this looks like a complete toss-up to me. Talent level is similar. These games often come down to a few key plays.
And if that's the case, we'll see who has the better closers tonight. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Hornets leading by 6. So, GA, Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
Taking a look at the 76ers. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Then there's Embiid. Then it's George. And it's Barlow in a power forward.
Yeah, it's really tough on that defender. Embiid's just so good, and now you give him a chance for one more.
Joel Embiid, shooting one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Here's Barlow. No scoring in this one. Shot clock at 6. Bridges with the steal. Miller outside. Now here's Ball. Back to Miller. Launches it. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Maxey. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. A three-pointer, no good. Hornets leading by 5. And here is Ball. 18 points for him. Miller outside. Just 5 on the clock. Knipple with the bucket.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now, here's Maxey. 16 points for him. Pass to Embiid. A fader. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Well, that is nice touch and confidence on the mid-range from Embiid.
And here's Miller. Back to Ball. Now Knipple. He's got 11. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Knipple's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Well, no question, Joel Embiid is page 1 on the scouting report. Maybe page 2 and 3 as well. He is a handful.
And the Hornets with possession here. 76ers getting the bucket. Shots good by Miller.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Pass to Barlow. Outside, George. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Hornets leading by 9. Bridges kicks the ball. Now Miller. Back to Ball. Bridges outside. Off target from three-point range. The 76ers trail by 9. Over in the corner, Edgecombe. Pass to Barlow. Over to the left wing. Here's George. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They've led by as many as 14 points. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. The Sixers, they want to get over the top. Joel Embiid said, I've accomplished everything individually, but there's one thing missing, which is to win a championship. We have to do whatever it takes to make sure that in the postseason, I'm healthy and as dominant as I've ever been. Guys?
His health is key. Allie, we appreciate the report. Now Embiid following Miles Bridges' three-point attempt. That shot wide open. Edgecombe's got 5.
Yeah, the defense completely collapsed on Embiid down low with the ball, and that created openings on the outside.
Ball dishes to Miller. To the paint. The kick out to Ball. Shoots over Edgecombe. Ball no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Outside, Maxey. Pass to Edgecombe. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid.
3 points.
Embiid's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. 3-point lead. Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Here's Edgecombe after the basket by Charlotte. Here's Embiid. 18 points for him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that 3-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Diabate's checked in, and it's Colin Sexton in for Miller. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Philadelphia. Quentin Grimes comes in for Edgecombe. And he can't hit the second.
Well, we know this about Joel Embiid. When he's healthy, he's an MVP caliber player and one of the toughest matchups in this league.
The shot by Sexton, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Oubre kicks to George. Oubre outside. Pass to Embiid. Back to Oubre. Takes a 3. Embiid, no good. Charlotte leading by 4. Sexton deciding where to go with it. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Hornets lead by 6.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Oubre finds Maxey. Oubre on the wing. Embiid sets the pick for Oubre. The 76ers with another miss. For Charlotte, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. George against Bridges. Outside, Sexton. It's good from long range. Sexton's got 11 points.
And it's important Sexton makes those. The more he hits from outside, the more the floor will open up.
Maxey against Sexton. And they double up Embiid. Here it's Grimes. They get it back. Maxey in the corner. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Maxey's got 19 points.
The shortest 3 in the game, Maxey solid from that corner.
Bridges with it. 12 points for him. Deep 2 from Ball. And there's another one for the Hornets.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Oubre outside. George sets a screen for Oubre. three off the mark. Charlotte leading by 8. To the middle. A shot by Diabate. No good. Philadelphia shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. It's Grimes on the wing. Oubre outside. Off target with his three.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Here's Knipple. Drills it from outside. And now an 11-point Hornets lead.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And the Hornets making a change here. Green's checked in. Edwards, he's checked in for the 76ers. Jared McCain comes in for Maxey. The 76ers trail by 11. Embiid with a screen on Sexton. Pass to Grimes. Embiid the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from three-point range.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
Oubre against Bridges. Now Green. Now here's Sexton. 11 points in the game. Over McCain, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Embiid. It's a 13-point game. And nothing is falling for him right now. Outside, Sexton. Pass to Diabate. Outside, Sexton. And again, it's Charlotte with a three.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
The 76ers trail by 16. Here's Oubre. We've got 1:18 left to play in the third. Here's McCain. And he gets the jumper to drop. McCain's got his second bucket of the game to go. Here's the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Pass to Knipple. Back to Sexton. Baseline J, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Lets it go with a three. McCain's shot is off.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bridges, no one around him. Misses the three.
It's just not his night from the three, but this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
Stolen by Knipple. The shot from 20 feet away. And Green with the basket on the assist by Sexton. And the Hornets lead by 16.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
And so is Charlotte with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. Back to the action in just a minute. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The 76ers trail by 16. Miller is out there with Josh Green. Then it's Ball. Then there's Sexton. And it's Diabate in at the pivot spot, heading the middle. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And so Miller will bring it up for Charlotte. Here's Sexton. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Sexton's got 10 points here in the second half.
Just a creative ball handler. Sexton does a really good job with his change of speeds and direction, keeping the defender off balance.
Now here's Edwards. Here's Embiid. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Hornets leading by 16. And here's Sexton. Outside ball. On the wing, Green. Here's Diabate.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Pass to Grimes. Embiid with the screen on ball. Shot by Grimes, no good.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Ball from long range. Bangs home the trifecta. Ball's got 23 points.
So often LaMelo is the setup man. There, he's on the finishing end.
Now here's Embiid. Here's McCain. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Sexton on the wing. Edwards defending. Sexton's shot is good.
And he is just an explosive athlete. Sexton not at all fazed by the contact.
Pass to Embiid. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And they double up Embiid. Oubre outside. To halt the run. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Embiid's got 5 assists in the game. Hornets leading by 20. Outside, Sexton. Back to Miller. 2 points. That one goes.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Pass to Embiid. So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years. But nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
And the first one drops. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion. As those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices, the pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
Now, here's Sexton. And it's good for 2. Sexton's got 14 points now in the second half.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Maxey passes to Oubre. It's McCain on the wing. Lets it fly. Sexton grabs the board.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. From deep, Maxey trains the three-pointer. Maxey's got 22 points.
Yeah, that's a shot Tyrese Maxey can make all night if he's got some time.
Miller outside. Sexton for 3. Oubre pulls it in. Oubre's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Grimes. Oubre on the wing. Here's McCain. No good on the triple.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Chalk up 2 there.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Now here's Embiid, guarded closely. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
There's the pick. Miller, that's for 2. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Oubre's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Grimes, defended by Sexton. Pass to Maxey. Oubre, right side. Offensive rebound. There's Embiid. And he uses the glass on the layup. Embiid's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, trying to keep Embiid off the glass must feel like pushing a brick wall. Nice second chance opportunity there.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Bridges is checked in for Charlotte. Knipple comes in for Ball. And Philadelphia also making a switch. George is checked in. Here's Sexton. They set the pick. George against Bridges. Back to Sexton. 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Sexton's got 25 points in the game.
And there's no question Sexton can flat out score. I mean, he feels like he can get it done from anywhere.
George, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Here's Grimes. George, no good.
After making 2 threes in the first half, the defense has really tightened up on him here, and he's yet to hit one in the second.
Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Well, he had the spotlight. Why not add a little flair?
Good. Nice job down low.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Now, here's George. Fires the 3. Sexton grabs the board.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
The 76ers shooting 40% in the 4th. Oubre kicks to Maxey. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, that's the kind of play that can earn you a spot on the bench.
Ball's checked in for Charlotte. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Edgecombe's checked in. Here's Knipple. Pass to Bridges. Outside, Sexton. Over Embiid. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Embiid. Defenders going at Colin Sexton should be mindful of his prowess in the paint, Greg. He's pretty tricky.
That's right, Kevin. We tend to think of guards like Sexton as perimeter pests. But Collins a real plus when he's in close. Let him slip by you, and it's a deuce.
And he makes the first. One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point.
And how about the explosiveness of Sexton, a crafty floor general who is consistent in how hard he attacks the defense.
Now, here's George. Fires from deep. That one doesn't go.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Pass to Sexton. Bridges outside. Cans the shot with nobody near him. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Now Embiid. Tries it from 9. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Now Sexton. Bridges outside. Clock at 6. Fires for 3. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Bounce pass Maxey. Pass to Barlow. Here's Edgecombe. Now Maxey. And a miss there on the triple. 2 minutes remaining. Sexton against Maxey. Outside, Sexton. This seems to be an era, Tim, of parity in the NBA, but some say there has been a lack of rivalries as well, kind of the culprit.
Well, I think it's tough to have rivalries as often now because you need some sort of a history in the postseason, and I just don't think we've had it. Kevin, also, I think it's because some of the stars have changed teams as frequently as they have, makes those rivalries less likely.
Can you think of the last real rivalry we've had in the postseason, even going to the finals?
I think it has to be Steph's Golden State Warriors and LeBron's Cleveland Cavaliers 4 straight finals appearances.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Hornets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Colin Sexton.
Well, he had a lot of success making plays for his team and breaking down the defense.
It's George on the wing. A three-pointer is right on target.
And this is what Paul George does. He looks for any opening on the floor to create opportunities for his team.
Outside, Sexton. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
Well, tonight, Colin, what a game for you. When you think about your development as a player, what are you most proud of?
I feel like I've accomplished a lot, gotten better. That's the biggest thing. Just continue to grow each and every day when I'm in practice. And my teammates, they've been helping out tremendously, and I appreciate them for that.
The sky's high for Colin Sexton.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Colin Sexton.